Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of the Taproom Success Show. I'm Andrew Copeland, joined by my buddy Carrie Shumway. Carrie, how are you today?
I'm doing amazing. I'm sitting here on a beautiful, actually, it's not beautiful, is it? It's rainy.
We wouldn't know the difference. You can say it's beautiful.
We can find beauty in everything, Andrew. You got to learn to enjoy the rain, and I'm working on that.
I'm hopeful you have a great day. But today, we're going to talk about things that can make all of our listeners, hopefully, days better. Everybody wants to grow taproom sales. I mean, there's not a person whose hand is probably not going to go up to that question. So, we're going to do a rapid fire round today of 5 ways, maybe more, to grow taproom sales. So, Carrie, start us off with number one.
Awesome. Number one, and I would say these aren't necessarily in order of, most impactful or this or that. These are just kind of like grab bag, if you will. We've talked probably dozens, if not hundreds of ways. The first one, I like this. We're recording this around the time where Father's Day is coming around. And I know for those of us who are fathers or who have fathers, it's always like, what do I get Pops this year? And this came up on a recent podcast we did relative to loyalty programs and membership is give the gift of a membership this Father's Day. So it's kind of a new twist. Sure, we can do gift cards. Hey, Dad really loves, the local tap room, get him. But you can give the gift of, you can transfer these loyalty programs, membership programs there. And it doesn't just begin and end with Father's Day. It could be birthdays, holidays, whatnot. So dads, we might not buy it ourselves. Well, I got, this and that. But I think it's such a great gift idea. And again, to contrast with a gift card, those are one-time purchases. Oh, it's $50. That's awesome. I love that. But once that $50 is gone, I may not go back. But if I have a membership that's giving me cool stuff every week, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'll bring a buddy and this and that. So the gift of a membership really lives on, encourages repeat visits, and hopefully can bring others along too. So
I
think
would not mind if someone gifted me that this Father's Day.
I
That is a
would
good
love
idea.
it. So I don't know if my kids are listening, but if you are,
Your kids aren't listening to our podcast, Carrie.
they're definitely not. Maybe someday though. All right.
Okay,
So
number two.
Any thoughts on that before we move to number two?
I mean, I think membership is a great one. We all, me personally, have too many things, but there's places I like to go, experiences I like to do. So from the guest perspective, I love that. But from the business perspective, it's recurring income coming in. So I love seeing that more and more tap rooms and breweries are leaning into the membership side. I mean, just keeping that loyalty there.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Okay, so the next one, number two, how do you increase taproom sales, bring more people in? This is launch a pay it forward program. I think during COVID this was a really big thing, or maybe even before it was, this was I don't know how I heard about this, but you're going through the drive-through at Dunkin' Donuts and you're like, you know what? I want to buy the guy behind me a coffee just to be nice. It feels good, doesn't it? It's a $5 coffee. Do you ever do that, Andrew? Do you ever hear about this? Am I
No, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's been a while since I've done it, and I don't go through drive-throughs much. But anytime I have been gifted one of those, it just makes your day better.
Isn't
Like
it?
I was at a coffee shop one time. She's like, "Oh, I took care of yours." I'm like, "What? Why?" It's
Yeah.
just a very nice gesture.
I don't know, random acts of kindness. So launch a pay it forward program in your tap room. And I learned or relearned about this from Eddie at Burnt Timber, who we know, and former law enforcement. He served in the military, and he does. Hey, buy a first responder a beer, and it's on the wall. It's very old school. I think it's chalkboard or marker. But just what a cool idea, right? And it's not a brand new idea, but sometimes these ideas are like, oh yeah, that would be kind of good. And that's just a quick way to do good and bring in more sales too.
Well, I think there's a couple angles to it. There's the doing good. There's the random acts of kindness area. But I live in a military town, and it's great to pay it forward in that way. We see a lot of breweries buy the veterans beer, and of course you want to do that. And in certain holidays, you can't say no because you want to support. So I think it's a win for everybody.
Love it. All right, so number three. This is a another old idea that I just came across as I was kind of going through my old blog posts, and it's the steal the glass promotion. Brian from Validation Ale. I love this idea because when he first opened, he was like, everybody's stealing my glassware, and it's kind of a thing. And so you can either get irritated, you could put the clamps on it, you can let it happen, or you can acknowledge it's occurring and monetize it. So what he would do is, as people were checking out, he'd say, "Hey, do you want to steal the glass? It's $5. I just put it on your tab." And I remember him telling me like when they first rolled this out, he was like, he goes, My staff hated it. They didn't want to do it. They think the customers aren't. The customers loved it. They absolutely loved it.
So
And
it wasn't even stealing the glass. It's like, oh, you have to actually pay for it, but you got
yeah,
them excited to want to take it home.
yeah.
Huh.
It sort of acknowledged what was already happening without doing it in an accusatory way. Because that's the other way you can go. Is like, if people are going to steal my glass, I'm going to catch them at the door. It's like, well, I don't know. So he just said, hey, I'm going to lean into this, and we're going to have a little fun with it. And we recognize that you're stealing the glass because you had a great experience or you like the glassware. Let's just have you buy it. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's $5, and it worked really, really well. And again, I think this is an example of thinking a little bit out of the box. It's almost like if you've got a problem in your tap room, how could you flip it and turn it into, how did you judo move that thing? And I think Brian had a really smart idea there to do it, and it helped, drive
And you
some.
got to make it so the guests can't say no or shouldn't say no. You're going to make it affordable. You have to make it easy. The glass has to look cool, of course. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good one. All right, so number four is build your email list. It's so obvious, but it's so often overlooked. We get the shiny objects of social media and all these different things that we can do. But social media platforms they control who sees your content. And furthermore, they change all the time, right? The algorithms or whatever. So you own your email list, it belongs to you, and it does remain one of the highest return marketing tools that are available. Chris Overlay, our good buddy from Get Optimized, a marketing firm for craft breweries, he had introduced this Wi-Fi gateway idea many years ago, frankly, and it's a quick way to grow your email list. People come into your tap room, they want to jump on your Wi-Fi, they just enter the quick email. Now they're on your list. Now you know they've come. Um, so sure, not everybody's going to do it, but most people are like, yeah, I need the Wi-Fi. That's fine. So that's a great way to grow your list, among other ways. But the main takeaway is how inexpensive and how frankly, uh, efficient it is to communicate via email.
In a follow-up to our last episode, we started talking about collecting taproom data. You could ask them for their email address. Now you have it and can communicate with them. There's so many reasons to stay in touch.
So many reasons. All right, number five for today is a relentless focus on your average check size. I know we talk about average check size quite often, but the fact of it is that small increases in average check size multiplied across hundreds or thousands of guests can generate substantial increases in sales growth.
Are you channeling your best James Clear right now about those little increments that just make a big difference?
Maybe I am. It might be. I didn't do it on purpose, but he's in there.
Part of who you are.
He's subconsciously he's rewired my brain to think that way. But so much of this comes down to training our staff, right? In recommending flights, in recommending merchandise, to go beer, of course, beer, loyalty programs, events. If you got food, there's add-on sales all the time. And I want to turn now to our buddy Jake Losey from Presidential Brewing. And so he and I did this presentation at Craft Brewers Conference, really well received, and he showed his dashboards, one of which was, I forget the exact term he used, but let's just say it's upsells or add-on food sales. I think it's what it was, add-on food sales. And he would literally track it, and he would incentivize his staff to hit and exceed these metrics, and then he would, there'd be compensation for that. So, but I think the main takeaway is when guests come into our location, what are the different ways that we can offer for them to spend more money with us? And we have so many things. And if we don't, then that's an opportunity for us to think about, what other cool things could they buy from us when they're here? But a lot of it is training and simply, you don't get if you don't ask. So making the ask.
And I like that last reason you gave, the relentless focus on average check size, because there's so many things you could change the focus to weekly, as you mentioned. Would you like a flight today? Can I get you another beer? Do you want to take something to go? We could talk for 20 minutes just brainstorming all of those ideas. So it can constantly be something you're thinking of new ideas to increase check size from. The little things that make a big difference.
Little things make a big difference. So those are five things, and I'm sure we can run this back and come up with another five and another five and another five. But, take one of those that resonates with you, give it a shot. We're all about experimentation and innovation and, you know, trying new things. So see what works for you and your business.
Yeah, so Carrie shared with us today memberships, paying it forward, stealing the glass, upping your email marketing. And I'm going to use the word relentless again because relentless focus on average check size is great. Pick one, let us know how you do. And we'd love for you to join us at Taproom Success too, where we have conversations about things just like this. What's working, what's not working. We're going to learn from our peers, we're going to learn from experts. You can dive in and learn more at taproomsuccess.com. We look forward to having a conversation soon, everybody. See you soon.